Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am excited to share my new watercolor painting called The 8 Fishes. This piece features 8 beautifully detailed fishes, which was both a challenging and rewarding project. I started with detailed sketches to capture the anatomy of the fishes, then I carefully layered the watercolors to bring out the vibrant colors and intricate patterns. And here is the final piece. I am really happy with how it turned out and I can't wait to share more about the process with you. So let's get started. Now that the outline of the fishes is done, let us move on to the background wash. For this, I used a mix of indigo, ultramarine blue, Payne's grey, burnt umber and burnt sienna. These colors not only create a rich, deep background, but also help highlight the vibrant details of the fishes. The combination of indigo, ultramarine blue gives a beautiful depth to the water, while burnt umber and burnt sienna add warmth and variations. This contrast is important because it sets the stage for the fishes to stand out, making the painting more dynamic and realistic. Next, let us focus on painting a single fish, starting from its tail. For this part, I used a combination of pink and peach tones to capture the delicate colors. The main colors I used are opera pink, Naples yellow and scarlet lake. These colors blend beautifully to create the vibrant and translucent look of the fish's tail. Transparency is key here, so I layered the colors carefully to maintain that effect. Following the anatomy of the fish, I paid special attention to the foam shadows. This part was a bit tricky, but it is important to get the shadows right to give the fish a realistic three-dimensional appearance. Now, I am moving on to the body of the fish. I start with a light wash of ultramarine blue, carefully leaving the highlight areas untouched. This helps create a natural shine and adds dimension to the fish's body. As I continue the process, I build up the layers gradually, adding more depth and detail while keeping the highlights bright. This technique helps to enhance the realistic appearance of the fish, making it look more three-dimensional and lifelike. Here I am adding little depth. For that I have taken a combination of Payne's grey, indigo and a touch of burnt umber. Next, I am painting the pectoral fin. For this, I used a combination of burnt sienna and a touch of indigo. Burnt sienna provides a warm, natural tone, while the indigo adds a subtle depth to the fin. After letting the initial layer dry, I am now adding details to the pectoral fin. This step is crucial to show the patterns and tiny bones that make the fin look realistic and intricate. By using the fine brush tip, carefully I am painting the patterns and tiny bones, enhancing the texture and the depth. Paying attention to these small details brings the fish to life and adds to the overall realism of the painting. Once the layer is completely dried, I begin adding the beautiful patterns on the fish skin. These patterns are what make the fish so striking and realistic. I use a combination of indigo, ultramarine blue, and burnt umber to create these intricate details. The indigo and ultramarine blue provide depth and richness, while the burnt umber adds warmth and variation. While carefully painting these patterns enhances a fish's natural look and highlights its unique texture. Now I am painting around the fish to complete the background. For this I am using a blend of Payne's Grey and ultramarine blue. Payne's Grey adds a subtle moody tone, while ultramarine blue enhances the depth and contrast of the water. Carefully working around the fish helps it stand out and brings the entire composition together, creating a cohesive and balanced look. Now I am working on the anal fins. These fins are essential for the fish's balance and movement, so capturing their detail is key. For the anal fins, I am using a mix of burnt sienna and a touch of indigo. Now let us move on to painting the fish eye. The eye is a crucial element that brings life and expression to the fish. I start by lightly sketching the outline of the eye to ensure the proportions are accurate. Next, I use a mix of Payne's Grey and indigo for the pupil, creating a deep dark center. It's important to leave a tiny white spot for the highlight, which gives the eye a reflective, lifelike quality. To add depth and realism, I carefully blend the ultramarine blue around the pupil, gradually fading it into the surrounding area. This adds dimension and makes the eye appear more rounded. For the outer part of the eye, I use diluted wash of Payne's Grey and ultramarine blue to introduce subtle color variations and texture. Finally, I enhance the highlights and shadows, ensure the eye has a glossy three-dimensional look. This attention to detail makes the fish appear more vivid and alive. Here is a final look at my painting of a fish. This piece, entitled 8 Fishes, captures the beauty and intricacy of these marine creatures in watercolor. Overall, the 8 Fishes represents not only a challenging artistic endeavor, but also a celebration of the beauty and diversity of marine life. For a detailed demonstration of how I created this watercolor masterpiece, including step-by-step techniques and insider tips, check out my exclusive content on Patreon. On Patreon, you will get access to in-depth tutorials covering everything from sketching and color mixing to intricate details and final touches. So join me on Patreon to unlock this exclusive content and take your own artistic journey to the next level. Your support allows me to continue creating and sharing more art tutorials like this. See you next one. Happy painting.